What's up, duders? Time for your daily dose of internet madness. I hand-delivered divorce papers at my wife's office Christmas party. I never planned to become a story people read while eating cereal or killing time at work. I'm not dramatic by nature. I file my taxes early. I return shopping carts. I believed, until recently, that quiet consistency was enough to keep a marriage intact. Apparently, it wasn't. My wife, Erin, and I have been married for 11 years. No kids. 2 dogs. A house that always smells faintly of coffee grounds and lemon cleaner. We met in our mid-20s when we were both underpaid and overly optimistic. She laughed with her whole chest back then. I love that sound so much I married it. The cracks didn't announce themselves. They never do. They creep in disguised as overtime, new hobbies, unexplained silences. Erin started working late about a year ago. Marketing firm downtown. Big push, big clients, big pressure. I believed her because I wanted to. Because believing was easier than interrogating the woman I'd promised to trust. Then there was the phone. I didn't snoop. I want to be clear about that. I wasn't digging through her messages like a detective in a bad movie. Her phone lit up on the kitchen counter while she was showering. A name I didn't recognize. A message preview I wish I'd never read. Can't stop thinking about last night. I stood there with my hands wet from washing dishes, soap sliding between my fingers, rereading that line like it might change. It didn't. Everything after that felt like moving underwater. I confronted her calmly. That part surprises people when I tell them. No yelling. No throwing things. Just a question and a look that told me the answer before she opened her mouth. It had been going on for months. A co-worker. Married too. She cried. Said it wasn't supposed to happen. Said she loved me. Said she was confused. The usual script, apparently, though I'd never auditioned for this role. I slept on the couch for 3 nights. Then I called a lawyer. The divorce papers arrived in a stiff envelope that felt heavier than it should have. I left it unopened on my desk for a full day, like it might explode. When I finally read them, I felt relief more than anger. A strange, clean feeling. Like the moment after you finally admit a tooth hurts too badly to save. Here's where the Christmas party comes in. Erin had mentioned it weeks earlier. Big end-of-year thing. Caterers. Open bar. You should come, she'd said, before everything blew up. After the affair came out, she didn't mention it again. I assumed she wouldn't go. Or if she did, that it would be small and awkward. Instead, I got an email invitation forwarded accidentally to our shared account. Festive graphics. A rented event space. Guests encouraged. Something in me hardened. I don't know exactly when I decided to do it. The idea formed slowly, like frost creeping across glass. I wasn't seeking revenge. I didn't want a scene. I just didn't want to hide. I was done swallowing things to keep them smooth. So I put on a suit I hadn't worn since my father's funeral. I slipped the divorce papers into a plain manila folder. No ribbon. No note. Just my name signed where it needed to be. The office party was exactly what you'd expect. Twinkling lights taped to cubicle walls, a rented bartender shaking cocktails like he was in a movie, coworkers pretending they were friends because the music was loud and the wine was free. I found Erin near the center of the room, laughing with a man I recognized from the phone records. He had his hand resting lightly at her back, like it belonged there. I waited. When there was a lull, when the music dipped and people shifted, I walked up. Erin saw me and went pale. The man stepped back instinctively, like he touched a hot stove. I said her name. I handed her the folder. "That's for you," I said. My voice didn't shake. That surprised me most of all. She didn't open it. She knew. Her mouth opened, then closed. Someone nearby coughed. Someone else laughed too loudly at a joke that wasn't funny. I nodded to her coworkers. I even smiled at one woman who looked like she wanted the floor to swallow her. Then I left. The cold outside felt like mercy. I drove home slowly. Fed the dogs. Took off my suit. Slept better than I had in months. I'm not proud of how public it was. I'm not ashamed either. I did what I needed to do to feel like myself again. I don't know what happens next. I just know I won't be invisible anymore. Alright. Pause here with me for a second. If you're picturing this like a movie scene with dramatic music swelling and the crowd gasping in unison, let me gently take that away from you. Real life doesn't cue violins. It coughs awkwardly and spills drinks. And yet, there's something painfully human about a man choosing to be seen after months of shrinking. Was it messy? Absolutely. Was it theatrical? Maybe. But there's a difference between cruelty and clarity. Sometimes clarity wears a suit and walks into a room it was never invited to. Also, let's be honest, if Consequences had a dress code, this would be business formal. Okay. Back to him. Update post. I didn't expect to update, but a lot has happened, and reading some of the messages here helped more than I thought they would. The fallout from the party was immediate. Erin came home late that night. Didn't say much. Just went to the guest room and shut the door. The next morning, she asked if we could talk. I said no. Not because I hated her, but because I'd already said everything that mattered. She moved out a week later. Took her clothes, her books, the framed photo from our honeymoon that I couldn't look at anymore. Left the dogs. I think that hurt her more than she expected. Her workplace. Well, turns out actions have ripples. The man she was involved with resigned. Erin didn't get fired, but she's on probation, whatever that means in a corporate sense. HR got involved. There were policies. There were meetings. None of that is my business anymore. The house feels different now. Quieter, but not empty. I repainted the bedroom. Gave the walls a color that doesn't remind me of anything. I started cooking again. Actual meals, not just fuel. I sleep through the night. We're communicating through lawyers now. It's oddly peaceful. For those asking if I regret how I handled it, no. I regret that it was necessary. I regret that the person I trusted most became someone I didn't recognize. But I don't regret standing up, even if my legs were shaking inside. If you're in something that's hollowing you out slowly, please hear this. You don't have to make it dramatic. But you do have to make it real. Silence isn't strength. It's just quiet suffering. Thanks for reading. I hope the holidays are kinder to you than they were to me. Here's the thing I keep circling back to, like a thumb worrying a chipped mug, this wasn't about humiliation. It was about reclamation. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't curse the room. He handed over paper and walked out into the cold, which is, in its own way, a masterclass in restraint. There's a lesson there, not about how to end a marriage, but about how to stop disappearing inside one. Would I have done it the same way? I don't know. I might have mailed the envelope. I might have screamed into a pillow. But I understand why he needed witnesses, not to punish her, but to remind himself he still existed. If you're reading this and waiting for a sign, this isn't it. Life doesn't send neon arrows. It sends discomfort, quiet dread, and moments where you realize you've been holding your breath for years. Also, and this is important, office Christmas parties are cursed. Avoid them. Nothing good has ever happened under a rented disco light at a banner that says cheers to teamwork. If nothing else, remember this, dignity doesn't always look polite, but it always feels like oxygen when you finally take it back. That's all folks. Don't forget to update the video. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one. Toot toot.